right, so The Color Out of Space. Now, on paper, oh, it looked good. So, we've got H.P. Lovecraft, my main man. Nicolas Cage, surprisingly good, especially after Mandy, and especially if he's chewing scenery. And Richard Stanley, who, admittedly, may be a mixed bag, but I really loved Hardware. So, finally it's all been thrown together. I've had a chance to see it. Let's check it out. Alright, gotta let everybody know up front, it's gonna be a spoiler-filled review. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. Alright, you're here. So, plot-wise, it is not Color Out of Space. So, right off the bat, we've got some concerns. Yes, there are elements of The Color Out of Space I would have accepted loosely based on, but instead we get a generic, formulaic, here's a family, strange shit happens to them, and people go crazy. We move on. Alright, we start off with likes, and I will give credit where credit is due. What Richard Stanley is really, really good at, and what was on display in, say, maybe the last 10 to 15 minutes of the film, is this just sense of just overwhelming dread and horror and madness, and it sustained it through that whole time frame. Like that last 10 minutes was just bang up, just great. Cage is chewing scenery, we get some kind of, I don't want to say resolution, but we get some, okay. So it's tough. Okay, because, not really the resolution, but, and I appreciate this. So, obviously in Lovecraft's writing, the meteor lands, infects everything, and it goes away, okay? And so at the end of this, they follow that as well. So that's smart, that's cool. Narratively, that 15, 20 minutes of just sheer madness really makes that an impact and a punch. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. There were a ton of nods to Lovecraft. The frickin' love interest is wearing a Miskatonic, university T-shirt. The symbol on the electrician's van is kind of an elder symbol. So I mean that's great fan service. But at the end of the day, if you're gonna do fan service, you better respect the source material. Dislikes time. Dislikes. So right off the bat. Stanley, Richard Stanley, you have a great story. It's called H.P. Lovecraft's The Color Out of Space. Period. That's it. Make the fucking story. Okay? I understand translation from book to screen, you have to make slight changes, slight alterations. Heck, it's a color that's incomprehensible to human beings. You can't really show that on screen. You did the best you could. I got that. But the second that you start throwing all this extra bullshit on, the family dynamic, the sassy teen, the love interest, boring, done to death. I know that in your writing class somewhere, somebody told you, oh, but that's how you get people to like it, because they're endeared by the people. Well, you know what? This isn't that kind of a movie, okay? When you're writing your next rom-com for Universal Pictures, have at it. That's not this. This is an independent horror film, and it's H.P. fucking Lovecraft. He has given you all you need, right? You threw 3/4 of it out the book. There weren't scientists coming. You put it in a different time. What on earth is wrong with setting it in that time period? That would have been fucking awesome. You set it in that time period. You show the old spectrographic tools that they were using. You build the horror and the dread through the perplexing, right? You don't do it by having some family go crazy. Just a mess. Just an absolute mess. That's why I said in the synopsis that this is loosely based off the color out of space. They've got the meteor right, they got the wacky colors, they got it infesting the food, and they got it going away. Everything else is mixed out. It's like you have gutted Lovecraft. How unforgivable is that? And it didn't work. Could care less about the family. Wanted the little kid to die. Teenage chick, yeah, teenage, 20, whatever. Yeah, she's hot. But again, oh, sorry. Speaking of that, biggest complaint number 2, what the fuck? You establish from the first scene of the movie that the teenage girl's a witch. You have her practicing witchcraft, including using phraseology and symbology that is directly associated with witches, as is generally considered accurate. Later on, you have her perform some rituals. None of it matters. There's no payoff. She doesn't do anything magical. Complete waste. Complete waste. You don't write something that doesn't have an impact. Period. End of story. Writing 101. It's very simple. So, with that being said, I will get off my sandbox. No, it's not a sandbox. Whatever. Get off my point and move right along. Soapbox. It was a damn soapbox that I was on. It's been a really long day. Anyway, so it is now a pinhead time. This is gonna be tough, man, because you fucked with sacred. You fucked with Lovecraft. It's unforgivable. That last 10 to 15 minutes. Damn, that was good. So, begrudgingly, I'm gonna give you 1.5 pinheads. Alright, so what did you guys think? Please let me know. Also, just found out that Richard Stanley has been tapped to adapt, shall we say, more Lovecraft works. I beg, I plead, I implore you, just adapt the work. Don't put your grade school writing crap in with families and empathy. Just do love it. We can't get a damn good Lovecraft adaptation. Color Out of Space, probably one of the easier ones to do, and you fucked out.